Welcome, Black Travel Alliance family. You have made it to today's Black Travel Alliance info session. We are super excited to have each of you here today to learn more about our amazing new community platform and some of our new membership tier options to help make 2024 the year of success for you. This event is hosted by the Black Travel Alliance, and I'm super excited to see each and every one of you here today joining us to learn about all these great perks. So my name is Tyler Janae. I am currently the Director of Community here at the Black Travel Alliance, and I'm super excited to go ahead and keep this conversation going. Let's go ahead and move to the next slide. And joining us here today is Colby Holiday. How you doing, Colby?
Hey, I am doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous. It's so great to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in such a long
I
time.
know, I know.
Yeah, so Colby's going to be here today to help us dive deep into the heart and soul of what the Black Travel Alliance is. So today we're going to be uncovering the stories behind our mission, our vision, and just really shine a spotlight on the incredible impact that the Black Travel Alliance has had on the world of travel. But before I do that, I want to introduce the amazing Colby Holiday so that if you haven't heard of her before, you will know who she is today. So Colby Holiday is an award-winning digital content creator. She's a travel writer and the creator of her travel and lifestyle brand, World of a Wanderer. She's a Georgia native currently based in Houston, but also has lived in Mexico, Spain, South Korea, and Germany. She's a part of the LGBTQIA plus community and one of the founding members of the Black Travel Alliance. She's an advocate for diversity, equity, and inclusion within the travel space. We're super excited to have her today. Recently, she's been an Expedia ambassador, and her work has appeared on so many national media outlets, ones that you all know and love, like Afar Magazine, Folders Travel, Essence, Vacationer Magazine. She does it all. So, Colby, without further ado, I want to welcome you to today's info session. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. It's so good to be back into the fold, the BTA fold.
Yeah, we're super excited to have you. So before we get started, I gave your bio, right? But I would love for you to share a little bit more about your journey as a content creator and how you were connected to the Black Travel Alliance.
Yeah, so my journey initially started back in 2016. I started out as a writer. So I started blogging. I was living in South Korea at the time. I was in a very, very small rural town of South Korea. So, like, one stoplight kind of town, had nothing to do. So I needed something to keep my creativity going. And so I started my travel blog, World of a Wanderer. And that kept me creative. That kept me sane throughout that year in South Korea. And then I started writing for other publications as well. And then I was like, wait, I can get paid for doing this content on Instagram. I'm already posting about all of these destinations that I'm writing about. So why not partner with some of these brands and destinations and get paid to do it? And so in 2019, that's when I kind of really got into the content creation aspect of it as far as social media. So started doing that. I was living in Mexico then when I decided to kick off that journey. And then 2020, I'm sorry.
That's when I met you, when you were
Yes,
in
it
Mexico.
is. It is. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's been that long. So 2019 started that. 2020 hit. We all know what happened 2020, the pandemic. And then a few of us, Jeff Jenkins from Chubby Diaries actually started like a Friday mastermind. So content creators, we would get together on Fridays. And just like spitball ideas, talk about our goals, see how we can help each other and support each other. So it kind of started as a Friday mastermind. And then, of course, June came. This was right after the George Floyd murder. And we were like, enough is enough. Black Tuesday came around. All of these brands and destinations were posting their Black squares everywhere. And we're like, this seems a little performative. Like, are you really about this? Or are you just posting it because it's the trendy thing to do right now? And so about 18 of us actually got together to talk about what we can do in the travel space and how we can amplify Black voices in the travel space. And so on June 5th is when BTA was actually birthed, with this team of 18 content creators is what we started out with. The team has since dwindled down, but it's been a few years of just really coming together as a unit to make a difference in this space.
Thank you so much, Colby. And number one, like everybody, if you're on here and you were originally part of the co-founders, we want to appreciate you as well. Colby, we are so grateful for you for being a part of the team to get this started because Black Travel Alliance, which we're about to get into, has had so much of an impact on Black travelers internationally. And so I just wanted to give you your kudos and your praise for that because I'm not sure where I would be in my travel, career if it wasn't for BTA. So thank you for all the
I
work that
love
you
it.
do.
I love it.
Also, for those of you listening, if you remember those black squares and you also were like, this looks a little weird, let us know in the chat. We can make sure we're on the right page. All right, let's go ahead and keep it going. All right, so now we're going to talk a little bit more about the vision of the Black Travel Alliance, right? So some of you may be members, some of you may have heard about this info session from somewhere else. And so we felt like this would be a great opportunity for you to hear more about the mission and the vision of BTA. So here on the screen, it says the vision of the Alliance is for its members to continue to offer exclusive resources that enhance, educate, and elevate them as Black travel professionals. The vision of the Alliance is for our staff to execute systems that are sustainable, profitable, and impactful to position the Alliance as the go-to resource for the travel industry. And so, Colby, I'm looking on the screen and I see a lot of words are in bold, right? So we have the word elevate, educate, enhance. When it comes to the vision for members, why do you think these words and ideas are so important to
Yeah.
enhance, to educate, to elevate?
Yeah, so Black Travel Alliance was founded on the principle of amplifying Black voices in this space. So we are here to help Black content creators elevate, to get to the next rung, to put them in front of the brands and destinations, the decision makers who can get them that six-figure contract or whatever it is that they're seeking. We want our members to, be the best, and those doors are not always open for us readily or easily. And so we're providing the tools to do so through education. We have the webinars, we have the attorney who's on staff who has her office hours, so you can come in and ask any legal questions that you may have. We're providing all of these tools, again, to help Black content creators elevate and to enhance their brands. How can you be better? How can you do better? Yeah, that's what I think of when I hear these three words.
Yeah, I would agree with you 100%. Just me in general, just thinking about all of the opportunities that BTA has given me as a creator. And I definitely feel like that professional development, those
Yes.
resources, and that community who you can connect with is really super impactful. And so my next question, let's get into the next slide first. Let's keep it pushing. So I want to share a little bit more about our demographics. So we have over 2,900 members, and on the screen you'll kind of see a little bit more about the breakdown. So if you look closely, you will see that we have a large chunk of Black creators. So that's 37% of Black creators. We have about 17% of Black travelers, Black supporters, right? So this is somebody who hasn't necessarily decided to become a creator. Maybe they're just an avid traveler, avid jet setter. 13% Black travel agents. If we have any Black travel agents in the house, let us know. We are trying to learn more about how we can be a resource for you. So let us know down in the comments. And then we have 10% travel businesses, 7% non-Black creators, our allies, very important, and 16% other, which falls into travel PR, tourism boards, media, HR professionals, and whatnot. So, Colby, as you know, we have a very large community of Black creators. So, could you speak about your personal experience as a creator within BTA and some of the challenges that you face that BTA has been able to support?
Yeah, so I would say the Black travel community is very small in the grand scheme of things. And so you kind of start finding your tribe through BTA and through these other organizations, especially like networking and going to these events. There is nothing like having people who have your back and speaking your name in these rooms.
Yes.
So love the Black travel community. Some challenges that I have personally faced. is having brands or destinations see my value. I feel like there's a very narrow perception of what a travel content creator looks like. And I don't know if y'all see me. I don't have blonde hair. I don't have blue eyes. Ruffly dresses aren't really my thing. But I feel like a lot of times these brands and destinations, they have a hard time in seeing the value when they have this idea of what a travel content creator look like, especially in when you start to break down like different niches, like the luxury travel space, like breaking those different stereotypes and getting brands to see your value. I feel like that has been one of my biggest challenges. I personally still pitch a ton when I'm reaching out to brands. And so pitching a brand and then getting, oh, we don't have the budget, or oh, we don't have any opportunities right now. But then turn around and then a month or two later, seeing them working with another content creator with on a paid partnership that looks nothing like me. And I'm like, but you just said you don't have the dollars or the opportunities. So I think it's just breaking that barrier of entry. That has been my biggest challenge. And I
Mhm.
feel like BTA helps a lot with that, specifically with Wavelength and bringing in those brands and destinations who want to work with Black content creators. That is their goal and mission. That's why they sign up for BTA. And so for BTA to provide that platform, to provide the opportunity for content creators to get in front of these brands and destinations, has helped tremendously. Like I've formed partnerships and repeat partnerships with different destinations through the networking that I've done in BTA and Wavelength. So it's an excellent, excellent, and I might be biased, but it really is a great organization.
Let's get back into Wavelength. So, for those people who don't know, can you share a little bit more about what Wavelength is?
Yeah, so Wavelength is a networking event specifically for Black content creators, and it's like speed dating. So you get 15 minutes to sit and chat in front of a brand, and then you go on to the next. And so you do your elevator pitch, you tell them about yourself, you learn about them, and then you take it off the platform. So you send your pitch afterwards, or you send your follow-up email, and then go from there to see if there's any type of synergy for you to work with these brands and destinations.
Yeah, I Wavelength is one of my favorite things that BTA does, because
Yeah,
if we're honest, those of you who are travel creators who have pitched before, you can let me know in the chat. It's not easy when you don't know the right person to talk to,
exactly.
right? So
Exactly.
you could be pitching, just cold emailing, trying to network out there. But BTA has a event, which is an opportunity for you to just already meet the exact person and kind of get a better understanding of what they're looking for to make sure that you're even a good fit, right?
Mhm.
So that's definitely a pro of being a BTA member, is being able to participate in Wavelength, being able to get your content out there and connect with the right people.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and keep it going. We have some goodies we're going to be giving away at the end of today's session. So I'm looking for some people to engage with me in the chat. I'm looking to see who I can give away some goodies to. So, like I said, if you're just now coming in here, make sure you drop your information in the chat, what you do in the travel space. All right, let's keep it going. So, where are all of our members? We are spread across all of these continents here. We're in about 61 countries. And so, with BTA opening up for membership, we have our new membership platform through Mighty Networks, which we're going to talk about very shortly. We're trying to expand, right? So, go ahead and make sure you spread this information, spread this word with your travel friends and colleagues who are really looking to also build that community. Colby, just a quick question for you. Where has BTA taken you across the world so far in your professional, or in your as being a co-founder, as a content creator? Where have you been with BTA?
Yeah, so as a content creator, because I still pitch, like I said, I follow up on with my contacts from Wavelength. So I've been to Florida. I did a campaign in Florida at St. Pete Beach. I think it was a Hilton campaign. I've also, my name was suggested for a trip in South Africa. So I was there in
Oh,
September through networking, through BTA. My name was suggested for a trip for that. And Waco, also Waco, Texas. I've actually worked with them a couple of times.
I love that. And I love how you said that you were able to expand on the networks that you got at Wavelength, right?
Exactly.
I
Yep.
love that. That's beautiful. So making sure that if you're a BTA member, you when you see that Wavelength event pop up, that you sign up ASAP, because
Yes.
that's
It is
that's one of
worth
those.
it.
That's one of those you don't want to miss. Just quickly before I move on, like, do you have any tips for some people who are interested in pitching, or thinking about going to Wavelength? Like, how do they make themselves stand out?
Yeah, so I think before you go in, have your elevator pitch ready. Look over the list of brands, destinations that's going to be there, identify how you can work with them, already have kind of a story angle or an idea of something that they may need, a gap that you may be able to fill yourself. And have that pitch ready. And then the fortune is always in the follow up. You only get 15 minutes. That 15 minutes goes very quickly, and so it's always in that follow up. So always follow up and then follow up again. If you don't hear something back the first time, follow up a second and a third time. But
Love
fortune in the
that.
follow up for sure.
And that's just a little sneak peek. Okay. She just gave you a lot of gems there, but that's a little sneak peek. Once you join the Black Travel Alliance, you will, depending on which tier you choose, we're going to get into that in a minute. You're going to be able to be a part of all of these webinars and events that give you the resources, and increase your development as a creator, right? So right now you just got a quick little sneak peek, but if you decide to extend your membership tier, you're going to be able to receive a lot more training. We'll get into that in a minute. All right, let's go ahead and keep it going. So let's talk about the impact of BTA. So up here on the screen, you'll see that BTA was founded in 2020, and there are a few things that we are known for. First is our Black Travel Industry Scorecard. So this is just a report that measures brands and destinations and how much they are working with Black talent. So as you see in 2020, we had about 67 brands responding to this scorecard. Now, Colby, why do you think we talked about this, but for those people who came late, why do you think we had such a big amount of brands responding in 2020?
Because it was a trendy thing to do. Like they didn't want to be the person left out to appear like they're not about DEI and diversity. So because everyone else was doing it, I feel like brands, again, I feel like it was performative. But as you see, those numbers in 2023 dwindled all the way down. So it just goes to show the brands that are really about action and the ones that are just about talk.
Exactly. And those ones that are about action, those are the ones who you'll be able to get a chance to meet at Wavelength, right? We don't want to be a part of those organizations who are just doing this to be performative. So the next one is Wavelength. We've already talked about that. That's our premier networking event that you have to make sure that you're a part of. And the brands who participated in 2020 was about 22 of them. And then in 2021, 21, and then you see the big decline from 2021 to 2023. And so we are actually have some really cool things coming up, some really amazing brands that we're going to be working with in 2024 to get that number up so that we can make sure that you all feel supported, and have the resources you need. And the next we have campaigns and opportunities. These are just brands that have opportunities for Black travel creators. And then we have our webinars, which we're going to talk about shortly, and our creators weekends, and then our BTA meetups. So let's go ahead and keep it going. So now let's get into our membership tiers. So we have 3 different tiers that you are able to participate in. The first one is Freetown. So this is an opportunity to get into the space, right? So with Freetown, you're able to get into the space. You're able to have one comp professional development webinar or workshop of your choice. You get discounts to BTA merchandise. You get discounts to conferences, and you get a discount to that Wavelength ticket that we were just talking about, right? And that is for free because we want you to be able to receive these resources. You're also able to purchase a few things a la carte, which is access to exclusive BTA forums or accountability groups or master groups where you get a chance to really connect with people who have the same niche as you, as well as access to drone workshops. We're taking it to the next level this year. And then next, we have Midtown, which has so much value. You're able to receive those same things, except not only do you get one professional development webinar workshop, you get six. So for the price of $40, because we are now 50% off, so that means you should be running, you should be running over to the membership platform. We're 50% off for only $40, right? That's the cost of brunch, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. $40, you get six professional development workshops, all of the things from Freetown, including access to apply for Creators Weekend. So, Creators Weekend, we talked about that earlier. We're going to talk about that on the next slide. And then we have Uptown. Now, Uptown is $70, and you get a total of 12 comped professional development webinars and workshops, everything from Midtown. But this is you actually get priority access to apply for Creators Weekend. So what does that mean? That means when a Creators Weekend is available, you get access to it first. So that means that if we have more spaces available, then we'll send them down to Midtown. But Uptown is where you want to be if you're really taking your travel career seriously. And that's also about brunch. I think I spent about $70 for brunch. What about you, Colby?
Easily.
A few mimosas, I think it's good for your professional development, right? All right, let's keep it going. All right, so Creators Weekend. This is what we were just talking about. So if you decide to get Midtown or Uptown, you will have access to apply for Creators Weekend. So Creators Weekend is an interactive and creative mini conference, and it was created to boost your knowledge and skills in the realms of photography, creative writing, film, editing, and just creating overall. So this means that you are industry ready and you're desirable to destinations. We help you connect with the destination. So for an example, if you see on the screen, we've had a creators weekend in Portland, and we also had a creators weekend in the Galapagos. And so these are just really cool opportunities that will get you to the next level. You've never worked with brands before. Our creator opportunities, you don't have to have a super big following, right? Because a lot of the times people are saying, oh, well, I don't have that many followers, or I don't have that much experience. We're looking for passion here. We're looking to see that you've done what it takes to make a difference. Colby, have you participated in any creators weekends?
No, my schedule, I wanted to do the one in Portland so bad, but I couldn't because of my schedule. But I had FOMO looking at all the content. And it's just nothing
Me
like
too.
being with another group of creators who get it because your friends, you travel with them and it's fine, but they're like, oh, my food is cold because you want to take photos all the time. But being
Mhm.
with creators and people who get it, like, there's nothing like it. So the next one, listen, I'm putting my hat in the ring.
Same. Same. Even as put on the staff, I'm like, let me see if I can get in there. But look at I see that Cassandra says she learned a lot during Creators Weekend. So we have people in here who were accepted to Creators Weekend. And I see someone else said Dom spoke so highly of the Portland trip. This is really your opportunity to make a difference, and you're not able to participate in this in Freetown. So really think about how you want to spend your money and how you want to invest in your career. Monique, me too. I wish I could have went last year as well. Let's go ahead and keep it going. All right. So now I kind of wanted to give you all just a little tiny sneak peek into our new membership platform. So we are powered by Mighty Networks. And just by joining on Freetown, I have a QR code here if you'd like to take your phone out and scan it really quickly, because this 50% off will not be here for very long. So if I were you, I would get that phone out.
Let me go ahead
I
and
would go. Yeah, very nice, Kobe. Can't wait to welcome you to the community. And as you see, this is an opportunity for you to connect with other creators. As you see, we have Rick up here who posted a really cool photo. You'll have an opportunity to see resources, opportunities, events, and to just get that support that you're looking for. Colby, it really stuck out to me when you talked about Creators Weekend and the fact that people already know your creator like style. Like you don't have to worry about someone saying, "Oh, here goes somebody," like trying to take a picture of my food. Oh, they will
exactly.
make a picture of them. Like these people get it, right?
Yep.
This is a community, and you cannot find this community anywhere else.
Yes, that is the biggest word. Like that, when I think about BTA, I think about community. That's all it is. It's community for us, by us, built for us. Like it is all about how can we come together and go back to that vision word, elevate one another.
Exactly. And that's what it's all about. And I just saw the pictures from Creators Weekend and just seeing all those black faces together who are just smiling and on bikes lining in the rainforest and stuff. I don't know if Nadine is on
Love
here,
it.
was getting it on them on the bicycles up in the air. I see a quick question is in here. If we were a member on the old platform, will we have to create a new profile? Yes. So this is the new platform. You will have to create a new profile. However, if you paid on the last profile, then you're not then you do not have to pay for this profile. I'm going to drop an email in the chat only for those people who were on the, I think it's a very limited few. If you were on that old platform and you did pay, I'm going to put an email in here so that we know to make sure that that's comped for you. But if you did not pay, yes, you do need to create a new profile on this new platform, which is Mighty Networks. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and keep it going. All right. So this is such an amazing session, Colby. I feel like you provided so much information onto why the Black Travel Alliance is so important. So before I talk about goodies and do a little trivia question to see what we can give away, I would love for you to just share any tips of advice that you have for creators in the building who are really trying to elevate this year.
Yes. My number one tip would be to network, network, network. That is probably one of my biggest regrets is that I didn't network sooner in my content creation journey. I just started really getting into networking the past couple of years, I would say. And I just think about like, had I done it sooner, how far ahead of the game I would be now. Just the connections that you make with different people, being able to have people you can like text me like, hey, what do you think about this? Or what should I charge for this? Like having that community, again, community, where you can just tap into people who get it. So I would say network for sure, utilize the platform, set up your profiles. Um, yeah, just make it so it's easy for people to find you and you can find other people and just make it work.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Colby. We appreciate you. So, before I let everyone go, because we would love for you all to head over to the networking tab to meet someone new, to talk about what you learned, to talk about if you did Creators Weekend and you want to, get someone else excited about it. This is going to be your place to do that in the networking tab on your screen. So that means you'll move from the main stage to networking. But I want to give away. Totally agree. I wish it would have. I agree, Monique. I would love to give away 2 Midtown memberships. So this means that you will not only get access to the platform, you will get access to Creators Weekend, which we just talked about. So my question, and it's the first person to put the answer in the chat. So get your chat fingers ready. What is? Thank yes, Tamika. What is Oh, actually, no, let's start with this question. How many countries does BTA have membership in? How many countries does BTA have membership in? Who was listening? Who's going to get that first Midtown membership? And that's probably the first question. And then the second question, which is also an opportunity to win, is what is our largest member demographic? So we looked at that demographic screen and we saw, oh, we have a winner. Natalie, congratulations. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's going so fast. Actually, I'm sorry, Natalie. It's Desi. Desi was the first person to drop the answer 61. Congratulations, Desi. You now have a Midtown membership. I'm going to drop an email for you, Desi, and this is what you're going to use to get your complimentary membership. Congratulations, Desi. Last question. Yes, I already asked. It was what is our largest member demographic? And it is creators, Kenya. But what kind of creators, Kenya? I'm going to give you 30 seconds before I pass it to someone else. What kind of creators, Kenya? 29, 28. 27. She said she couldn't find the answer. No, I totally understand. But come on, Kenya. I want to give it to you, but we're not just creators. What kind of creators? Kenya, I'm going to have to pass it to someone else. Black travel creators, Kenya. Congratulations. So, Kenya, make sure you send an email to feedback@blacktravelaLliance.com. Congratulations on winning your Midtown membership. So that is Kenya and Desi. We're super excited to see you on the platform. If you have any other questions, I'm going to head over to the networking session. We appreciate you all. Kobe, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. It was so wonderful.
Awesome. All right, everyone. Have a great day. We will see you in the platform. Talk soon.